posted, but and leave it up to him. I'm gonna say straight up. A friend asked me to list this. I don't know how to do this. He wants me to do. Explain how I'm to do this on Facebook. I know all about Marketplace. Well, I've tried to contact him. He doesn't contact me. There's nothing I can do about it. It says no place to contact her. So it's like, okay, so who do you contact and where? That one day that I went in and they came back out, the church, it was because none of the women were there. So I didn't stay. I mean, I would have been the only woman there. It's like, no, thank you. I'm not going to be the only woman. Forget Kevin's words, but Richard was worried about the fact that they did that interview or whatever. Those questions that they were asking on with me, because he says, "Oh gosh, she messed me all up or something," and he said, "No, she didn't."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If I can get out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't believe. Fucking, yeah. Again with the door slam. Stupid bitch. That stupid woman almost hit me for Christian. She almost fucking hit the back of my car just now. Man, she drives for her other supposed friend. Yeah, almost hit me from behind. She's reckless. Yeah, driving. She's reckless. Here we go again. Yeah, I'm not opening the window because I don't want to hear her fucking mouth. Okay, she's busy. Oh, yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, okay. I don't really care. Just go. I don't fucking care.
Need to understand.
Yeah, I don't really
People
care.
on the other side voted.
Yeah, I don't really
Trump.
care.
And
So.
what did he do? He appointed 3 hard right Supreme Court
Oh,
justices
thank you.
who are making
Shut
decisions
up.
that negatively impact
Yo,
African Americans. And these Republican
conspiracy
legislators
theorist.
are doing the same. You look, Governor Greg Abbott signed a law outlawing mandatory water breaks in Texas. Folks have been dying because of the heat. And guess what? 75% of all young voters in Texas under the age of 30 did not vote in the 2022 midterm elections when he could have thrown out of office. Folks, I need us to understand that they are fighting us and trying to stop us from voting, which shows you the power of it. We cannot sit on the sidelines and watch white conservatives vote in significant numbers and win elections and then say, oh, my vote doesn't count or my vote won't make a difference. The most successful way to guarantee your vote will not make a difference is to not vote. In fact, it's not an option. I'm Roland Martin on the Black Information Network.
The new Black America Trust. This is BIN, the Black Information
Bay Area, BIN 910. I'm Doug Davis, and here's what's trending. Alabama lawmakers are looking at drafts of proposed congressional maps. Proposals were submitted to the state Friday. The U.S. Supreme Court ordered new district lines to be drawn due to a lack of majority black districts. And that's what's trending. Sports on the Black Information Network.
Victor Wembanyama is getting some NBA action after making his summer league debut for the San Antonio Spurs this past weekend. Bill Schoening, who is the voice of the Spurs, says the team will be patient in developing their 19-year-old star.
This is a guy that I think has got a very, very bright future.
Another one for us to hit me from behind.
They want to make sure
is
that he develops the right way.
Christians.
Schoening goes on to say the Spurs are excited to grow around Wembanyama.
Obviously, the future is very, very bright. The excitement is palpable right now.
The French basketball prodigy joins a team that includes many players in their second or third year. Wembanyama was selected first overall in the 2023 NBA draft. Elsewhere in basketball news, the Minnesota Timberwolves have locked down one of their 2 second-round draft picks. The team signed Leonard Miller to a 4-year contract over the weekend. Miller was the 33rd overall pick in the NBA draft this year. He scored 16 points and had 11 rebounds during Minnesota's 102-88 Summer League win over the Pelicans on Friday. The Wolves will continue Summer League play. And Jay Crowder is returning to the Milwaukee Bucks for another season. The team signed the veteran forward to a 1-year deal recently. The 33-year-old Crowder played in just 18 games with the Bucks last season after being traded from Phoenix. The Bucks have also signed second-round draft pick Chris Livingston to a 4-year deal. Sports at 14 and 44 minutes past each hour. I'm Morgan Wood on the Black Information Network.
I'm Bill Black with another Bet You Didn't Know music fact. All right, class, today let's talk about the song that got away. So this is New Edition. You know, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, Johnny, Ralph. And they've given us hits throughout the years like If It Isn't Love, Candy Girl, and Can You Stand the Rain. Then there was the song that was written with New Edition in mind, but kind of got away. Let me explain. Let's take it back to 1985 in the movie Crush Groove, starring Blair Underwood, Sheila E., and a slew slew of rappers like LL Cool J, Run DMC, the Fat Boys, and even New Edition was in the movie. Producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis were asked to write a ballad for the love scene of the movie. But due to contract negotiations, New Edition's label would not allow them to record the song for the soundtrack. The song instead went to the Foursome D's. The song, Tender Love. I'm Bill Black with another Bet You Didn't Know Music Fact on the Black Information Network.
From news to hear from you. Call the Black Information Network hotline at 855-500-9BIN. Entertainment news on the Black Information Network. Well, another celebrity home has been burglarized in Los Angeles, California. TMZ is reporting actor Damson Idris of Snowfall fame has been robbed. According to law enforcement, thieves broke into his home by breaking a glass door. A small safe was stolen, but sources are saying there was only $500 worth of items inside. Reportedly, the damage to his door will cost more to fix at around... And so far, no suspects have been arrested. Elsewhere, Lil Baby is about giving back to his community and turning over the millions he makes to his kids. For the official music video, the Georgia native surprised students in New York City by visiting them on their last day of school. The song was inspired by Fanatic's recent community event, which is also called Merch Madness, where the sportswear brand gave away $20 million worth of merch to support over 100,000 families in need. And finally, Indiana Jones' stay at the top of North America's box offices didn't last very long. Insidious: The Red Door is the new #1 film in the U.S. and Canada, earning nearly $37 million in its first weekend of release. Coming in second is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny with $26.5 million. Rounding out the top 5 are the faith-based drama Sound of Freedom, followed by Elemental and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. With the latest in entertainment at 17 and 47 minutes past each hour, I'm Bree Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Time now for traffic and weather.
On the Bay Area's BIN 910.
Still seeing heavy traffic heading through San Francisco on northbound 101, starting at the 280 interchange. That slow pattern's going to stick with you up to Mission Dubose. Now, if you're heading out of San Francisco, eastbound 80 is going to be heavy from 101 out to the San Francisco Anchorage. Westbound 80 on the Bay Bridge, that slows at the center Anchorage, and that's going to carry you into downtown out to 9th Street. Coming off the San Mateo Bridge, we see some sluggish traffic on eastbound 92 starting at Clawwitter. That's going to carry you out to the Nimitz Freeway. And northbound Nimitz Freeway heading through Union City, that is going to be sluggish from Alvarado Boulevard running up to A Street. Taking a look at your Bay Area weather, we'll have clear skies tonight, lows in the 50s tomorrow, sunny and mild with highs in the 60s at the coast, 70s Bayside. With Bay Area traffic and weather, I'm Ricky Batiste on the Black Information Network.
The biggest black news every 30 minutes. This is BIN, the Black
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
I'm Amber Payton, and I'm Esther Dillard on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Here are your top stories. Is she alive? The Chicago family of a black girl missing for decades speak out and have hope. A vigil to remember a 2-year-old little black girl was held in Detroit after she was found dead in an alley. More black Americans are employed than ever before. That's according to Bill Gamble, economist with the White House, who talked with the Black Information Network's Mike Stevens.
Yes, so I am looking at the black unemployment rate. So the black unemployment rate hit a record low under the president at 4.7% in April.
Gamble, who is black, says President Biden's vision for the economy is making smart investments, empowering American workers, and assisting small businesses. Just a couple of weeks into the summer, and already most of the country is experiencing a heat wave. Naturally, the beach is a favorite place to go so you can feel that cool breeze coming off the water. Connecticut residents, however, may have a tougher time accessing the beach, specifically black residents. Advocates call it a nature gap where shorelines are segregated. According to the Connecticut Public, Andrew Carl, author and professor of history and African American studies at the University of Virginia, says, in the 1960s, of the 253 miles of coastline and 72 miles of beach, all but 7 were private. Fast forward to 2018, and officials in towns such as Westport have increased the seasonal pass for non-residents to enter their beaches and decreased the number of day passes to sell essentially making beaches inaccessible. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is giving farms who have faced discrimination an opportunity of financial relief of up to $500,000. According to CNN, any farmer, forest landowner, or rancher who experienced discrimination in the USDA farm loan programs prior to January 2021 or has assumed USDA farm loan debt that was the subject of USDA discrimination can apply for the program. Farmers who received payments as a result of the class action lawsuit brought on by Black and Native American farmers are also eligible. Applications are being accepted through October 31st and will be reviewed soon after. Applications can be submitted online, by mail, or at some local offices. Are you a Black woman looking to own a home? Maryland-based organization Black Women Build Baltimore may be able to help. Founder Shelley Halstead is committed to supporting Black women in their quest to becoming homeowners. But don't judge a book by its cover, or in this case, don't judge a house by what you see on the outside or the inside, because the organization can rehabilitate those vacant homes. To date, the organization has completed 13 homes, and there are 25 more in the works. For more news impacting the Black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app or log on to BINnews.com. I'm Amber Payton, along with Esther Dillard on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Looking for ways to support your community? 51% of all food programs in the Feeding America network are volunteer-run. Learn more about how you can play an important role in ending hunger at feedingamerica.org. Headlines every 30 minutes. Breaking news at once on the Black Information Network. The Bay Area's BIN 910.
Your money on the Black Information Network.
When federal student loan borrowers resume their payments this fall, they'll find another repayment option available to them. The U.S. Department of Education says borrowers can enroll in the most affordable repayment plan ever created later this summer and before the 3-year-long pause on federal student loan payments ends. According to the Department of Education, the Savings on a Value Education, or SAVE plan, is an income-driven repayment plan that can cut borrowers' monthly payments in half and will leave many people with a zero monthly bill. Higher education expert Mark Kantrowitz says the SAVE plan is very generous to borrowers, almost like a grant after the fact. The Department of Education says instead of paying 10% of their discretionary income a month toward their undergraduate debt under the previous revised pay-as-you-earn repayment plan, or REPAYE plan, borrowers will eventually be required to pay just 5% of their discretionary income. And those who make under $15 an hour won't need to make any payments. And experts say most borrowers should qualify for the plan.
Okay, if you want to go home,
yeah.
if you want to go home, you're fine. And then you can write in the book tomorrow because you're the only one working tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
One of the women in there said they'd get me home.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to go, you're free to, because I'll be fine. I can do what Richard always tells me, and that is just call him.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you can go and then just write in the book tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And then give the keys to give the keys to Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't take anything else, or if you want to,
No.
One of the women's gonna get me home.
Oh, yeah.
A woman who lives here, she knows exactly where I am.
Oh,
She's picked me up before.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh,
and then that will give other room for the other women that are gonna be showing up. So you go ahead and go.
Oh,
You're fine.
Yeah.
I'm giving you time to just go.
Oh,
you got me to,
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the women will get me home.
Oh, yeah.
And just tomorrow you're the only one working.
Yeah.
So just tomorrow write in 2 spaces.
Oh, Yeah.
So you'll be fine. You're still getting paid the hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
Go ahead and then I will. One of the ladies will drop me off. I only live 2 blocks from her,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and you're fine.
Yeah. No.
And I didn't leave it in the car, right?
Oh, no.
I don't think so. And if I did, I'll get it tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The Miami Herald reports the Dominican Prime Minister says Caribbean leaders agree
That's not
they
it.
need
It's the
financial
other
muscle
one.
from the U.S., Canada, and France So far,
There we go.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has spoken in support of helping Haiti. Out of the struggle springs opportunity. It's one way some educators are approaching the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling to ban colleges from using race in the admissions process, as well as the decision to block the Biden administration's plan to forgive thousands in student loan debt per person. WCNC reports Rodriguez Murray with the United Negro College Fund says it's possible HBCUs still may benefit.
We've already seen a trend over several years, pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, and post, where black students are applying to HBCUs.
What the heck?
However,
And
the
gas.
challenge will be if supply of student financial
I
aid will
did.
meet the demand. I'm
This
Esther
thing's
Dillard,
acting
along
so
with
weird.
Amber Payton, on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Now here's Morgan Wood with the Washington Roundup.
The Biden administration is requesting a stay against the judge's order, limiting its communication with social media companies due to free speech concerns. The Justice Department argued it
gonna
could
be a
stop
nightmare
the
to make
administration
a
from working with
so
social media
skull,
companies to
but-
prevent grave harm to the American people
Oh my god,
and
that's
democratic
hot.
process.
Oh, that's hot.
The judge recently ruled that administration
78
officials cannot
points per
contact
car.
social media companies in regard to the removal of content
Gonna
containing
let it
protected
go.
free speech. The decision comes after two Republican attorneys general filed lawsuits
Straight
claiming
down
federal
over
officials
the
colluded
traffic
with social media
circle,
platforms to
which-
silence unfavorable content. Meanwhile, House Republicans are demanding a
Yeah.
briefing from the Secret Service on the cocaine found at the White House. Oversight Committee Chair James Comer requested a briefing from the head of the agency by the end of the week. Comer called the incident unacceptable and shameful. That's your Washington Roundup. I'm Morgan Wood in Washington, D.C. on the Black Information Network.
Warm weather brought on wildfires in Canada, putting a third of Americans in the Northeast under heavy smoke conditions. With the wet winter and new grassy fuel, this could mean more wildfires throughout the summer.
Direct Relief, the nonprofit focused on improving health in hard-pressed communities, is there to help during wildfire season. Direct Relief provides emergency shipments of N95 masks and critical medicines often requested during wildfires, like asthma medications and medicines for chronic diseases needed during evacuation. Learn more at directrelief.org.
The Bay Area's BIN 910 is powered in partnership with Direct Relief and Chevy. Thank you for partnering with a purpose on the Black Information Network.
The American Civil Liberties Union, founded in 1920, works in the courts, legislators, and our communities to defend and preserve our individual rights and liberties. Find out how you can get involved at ACLU.org. That's ACLU.org. You've got a voice. We've got a hotline. Call the Black Information Network at 855-500-9BIN. Radio app.
I'm not fucking right.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. A showdown over how to fund the government could escalate as Congress returns from a 2-week recess. House Republicans are moving to cut budgets below levels agreed to in the debt ceiling bill brokered by Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The White House that narrowly avoided a government default. Democrats have called it a breach of the agreement. Black actor Hill Harper is planning to run for U.S. Senate in Michigan. The Good Doctor actor, who also hosted H&L's primetime series How It Really Happened, is running as a Democrat. The Powerball jackpot has ballooned to one of the biggest ever. It's up to $675 million. No grand prize ticket has been sold since April. The next drawing is tonight, followed by a chance to win $480 million in Tuesday night's Mega Millions drawing. And that's the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
I'm Vanessa Tyler.
And I'm Mike Stevens on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Mass killing was his twisted way to clean up the neighborhood, is what Philadelphia police say the black gunman told them. Why suspect Kim Brady Carricker took a gun and killed 5 black men in Philly. Police Commissioner African-American Danielle Outlaw says Carricker was armed and ready.
This male was wearing a bulletproof vest with multiple magazines in the vest. He also had a scanner and an